How many times have you told yourself, I want a good husband, but there's nothing out there? I created this video for people just like you who need a little extra help and encouragement to find the right man for them. Tip 1. We all have gifts and flaws. Focus on your gifts rather than your flaws. I am not handsome, and I have no problem saying it either. However, I am a hard worker who can offer a potential partner a better life than she had before. That was my gift. When I was single, I didn't spend my time dwelling on the fact that I am not handsome. Instead, I focused on what I could offer a potential partner, and I don't just mean money. I could offer my love and loyalty to her. I could offer the fact that I wouldn't trade her for a prettier girl once she starts getting older. Tip 2. Be helpful. This is so important, yet I don't see enough women doing it. God made women for men because, frankly, men need women. Most of the time, the woman is the rock of the relationship, although we guys are afraid to admit it. Being a single guy can be tough, and most men would welcome a woman's touch in many aspects of his life. When I was dating my wife, one of the things that piqued my interest was her kind and helpful nature. I remember when a mutual friend's puppy was causing a ruckus in his house. She picked him up and with her gorgeous feminine hands lovingly wiped the slobber off his mouth with a paper towel, smiled at him, and softly told him to relax, baby. After that, the puppy calmed down, and I knew this was the girl for me. Men notice when a woman is kind, patient, and helpful. If you adopt these principles, your future husband will notice too. Tip 3. Don't push for a commitment too quickly. Men are naturally afraid of commitment. That's just the way we are, and the quickest way to scare a man away is to push for a commitment too soon. In general, the guys that will commit quickly aren't the guys you really want in the first place. That being said, I'm not saying just give him the milk for free so he doesn't have to buy the cow. There are ways to make him want you without pushing for a commitment quickly. First, let him know through your actions that you don't need him. Men are attracted to women that like them but don't need them. In this day and age, very few men are interested in a super needy woman, and the ones that are interested are mostly just looking to take advantage of a woman. If a guy sees that after he didn't call you back, that you're not going to run after him and blow up his phone, that's a signal to him that you're a confident woman. 2. Never be afraid to walk away from a sale. When I was younger, I had a sales job for a major phone company in the US. My sales were lagging and I was having to give away way too many freebies in order to close each deal. I was in danger of losing my job. I decided to talk to a coworker who was one of the top performers, and he gave me some of the best advice I have ever heard. He told me, your problem is you're too afraid of losing the deal, and they sense that. If you want to be successful, you can't be afraid to walk away from a sale. After hearing that and understanding what it meant, I became one of the top performers in the company. Those words stuck with me over 10 years later. It doesn't matter how much you like the guy, if he's giving you nonsense, don't be afraid to walk away. Many guys will test your convictions by testing to see how far they can push you. If you're not afraid to walk away, you'll pass every time. Tip 4. Try to get on board with some of his hobbies. Try to get on board with some of our hobbies. There are some things we'll never understand about each other. Like why you need so many shoes. Or why you need to buy a new dress just because a friend of yours bought the exact same one you got on sale a week ago. You'll probably never understand why we're into sports or games and why our idea of getting together with friends is sitting on a couch with beers in hand, watching a game in silence that's only broken when a player fumbles or makes a winning basket. You don't get it. We don't get it either. Just let us be. Tell us when we're going overboard, but let us have our hobbies and distractions. If we wanted to go check out an art opening, trust me, we would have already been there by now. Try to find something you both can enjoy, and it will help you to bond with your man much quicker and easier. Tip 6. Men need support and encouragement too. We guys like support and encouragement, just like you do. Before you ask us to give up one of our admittedly ridiculous projects, give us a chance. Give us some support and encouragement so that even if we fail, we can say we failed with pride, knowing we did all that we could. We try to encourage you to get into things that you like, even though we may not understand it, like art, fashion, dancing, and so on. So next time we have an absurd idea like the vest equivalent of a beer helmet, support us instead of turning it down without another word. Tip 7. Be a godly woman. I won't preach to you about being a Proverbs 31 woman, so let me just tell you that you can protect yourself from a lot of heartaches by being a person of integrity. If all you're looking for is a sugar daddy, then expect to have a domineering and controlling partner. That's the only reason most men are willing to be sugar daddies. In addition, there are other things to look out for: claiming love too quickly, quick to anger, promising lavish gifts, constantly bringing up how much money he's spending on you, and not respecting your sexual boundaries. Those are all signs of an abusive man. Tip 8. Meet him in the right places. If you want to get a good Christian man, then you need to go where the good Christian men are. Of course you should start at your church, but the male-female ratios in many churches aren't in your favor, so you may need to look elsewhere. eHarmony is one of the best sites, but there are other great sites as well. Christian Cafe is a good choice, as they are Christian owned and operated. You can use the link in the description to get a free trial with no credit card required. Christian Mingle is the world's largest Christian dating website, and they let you set up an account for free and see your matches. Lastly, be cautious on who you take relationship advice from. What I mean specifically is be wary of taking advice from single people. Just from my experience, I've noticed single people are always the first to tell you to break up with someone. Even if they are not intentionally trying to keep you single like them, I've seen that tendency. When listening to advice, it's important to remember the source. Who would you rather take career advice from? A CEO or an office assistant? Both can offer decent feedback, but let us be honest, most of us would rather listen to a CEO.